Okay. Oh, hang on for a minute here. All right. Okay, yeah. This is Mike Spence of Federation of Global Merchants, and we just posted a new just posted a new article, and this article is in relations to Donald Trump's trade deal between Mexico and the United States that might exclude Canada. Of course, you know, if you've been following the news for the last few months, you know about the um, trade war that Trump is engaging in. So we have an article on our blog that tells about that. So I'm just going to read it to you, and then we'll have the link to the book to the article at the bottom of this in the description area of this video. So let me find it here. Let me okay. Says Trump's trade deal between the United States and Mexico that might exclude Canada. And I'm going to give my own little opinions and things like that. So might take a little bit longer to for the video. But anyway, it says North American Free Trade Agreement can be best described as a trade treaty between three countries. These countries are the United States, Canada, and Mexico. NAFTA, as regarded as the world's largest free trade agreement, which fostered trade relations between two developed economic nations and their upcoming market country. I think that means we need to say economy, but anyway, I didn't type this up, by the way. I had some writers type this up, so you know they're more into the politics and economics and stuff like that. So you know they write articles and they give me the articles and I post them and I read it to you. So anyway, NAFTA allowed the three countries to remove trade barriers between them. Trade hindrances such as tariffs were eliminated to increase investment opportunities. The trade treaty is quite long as it has 22 chapters that span over 2,000 pages. In early 2017, the United States President, which is Donald Trump, effectively put into motion structures to facilitate the renegotiation of NAFTA through an executive order. The United States wanted Mexico to effectively abolish its value-added tax and put an end to the Maguladula whatever program. And I think what that is that I can't pronounce it, but you can read the article and you can pronounce it for yourself. But I do know what it's talking about, and what these programs are just free trade zones that they they buy land and then they, I guess the companies that go there to put in their factories and their warehouses or whatever, they put their factories and their warehouses in this particular area, and I guess they get some type of benefit from exporting. You know, they might get some tax breaks or things of that nature. And I think that's what they're talking about with this certain program. But anyway, it says Trump supported his stand by saying he prefers bilateral trade agreements to multilateral ones. All right, and it says the call to renegotiate NAFTA wasn't unfounded as economic analysis and experts say that there are there are two cons such as I guess bad things about this, such as many of the jobs and the U.S. were moved to a lower cost Mexico. Workers in the affected industries had to live with poor and low wages. Mexican workers highly exploited due to these programs. And what I want to say about that is, a lot of these countries that we export to, they have really low environmental and labor standards, and it leads to the workers being exploited and having low wages. That's something that larger companies benefit from. Unfortunately, it would really help if the leadership in these countries would really consider having some type of real economic development plan. But as I said before, a lot of our corporations they pay off leaders and stuff like that to keep the standards low. Labor standards and the environmental standards, and of course they take advantage of the workers. And leaders get paid off, and they get their little Swiss bank account or whatever. So anyway, the cons lay a foundation for the renegotiation of the trade treaty. As it stands, the United States enjoys. There's two things that we really enjoy from this NAFTA. It's according to this writer, it says relatively low grocery prices due to tariff-free imports from Mexico. Yeah, that's definitely true. You can go to any store and go to Cup Foods or you know Schnucks or Hy-Vee. What was the one I just went? Oh, Jewel and Osco, and you can always see fruits and vegetables and avocados and meats and stuff like that, steak, chicken, whatever. A lot of that stuff is imported and it's cheap too. So yeah, that's a benefit. Another benefit is imported oil from both Canada and Mexico has prevented higher gas prices, which is also true. But um, I guess we have fracking and stuff like that, which is at least a few years ago, which led to the lowering of gas prices too. But I guess gas prices got so low that I guess it's not even feasible to do fracking anymore. At least from what I heard, I don't know. I could be wrong, but anyway, um, yeah, imported oil from Canada. I can't remember. It was a pipeline, some type of oil pipeline. I think it's called the Keystone Oil Pipeline. It comes from the oil shales up in Canada, and it comes down through the Midwestern part of the United States. And I haven't heard any news in relation to that. So, yes, stuff like that is really, prevented higher gas prices. But anyway, the only benefit shared across three countries is the increased trade and economic growth. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with that, but it's we've been hurting on our side at least. I'm pretty sure Canada's been hurting on in certain industries too. But anyway, recently President Trump facilitated a deal with Mexico that threatens to eliminate NAFTA by excluding Canada. Now, I want to say something about this because, um, yeah, if we renegotiate NAFTA and we exclude Canada, then yeah, that would get rid of NAFTA. But you know, I think I'm not for sure if that's really going to happen or not. We shall see. But I guess that's what they're talking about. But either way, if the country has really low standards as far as labor and stuff like that, then that's really going to and and outsourcing and stuff like that. You still want to have outsourcing, but anyway. The deal was marred by questionable causes such as members of the treaty have no right to fight U.S. trade penalties. Okay, and then this was a major factor that put negotiations with Canada on ice. Yeah, yeah, I'll definitely put it on ice. So you don't have the right. These countries don't have the right to, fight U.S. trade penalties. So, and then the article finishes up and it says President Trump threatened to block Canadian imports rather than negotiating new pact should they not sign the new deal. Okay, and yeah, this is the article that that I just put up. I just read it to you, and I think I'm going to try to have more articles in relation to this, but I just want to tell you guys, post a video, tell you guys about the new article that we have up. Be sure to visit our blog and join our channel, and we'll have more coming up shortly here. Hopefully, sometime this week or next week. So, all right, peace out.